All right, guys, before we jump into today's video, I wanted to let you know that we have a ton of new products over on the Fade Me store, including the new Gambler Football 25 launch here, but a ton of new products, a ton of cool products if you do want to check it out, and a lot of other products added to our sale category so you can get them at a discount. So head over to fademe.store or GuyBostonSports.com/store, take you to the exact same place. I'll also put a link down in the description as well as the pinned comment. Help support us, but you also get some great, really good quality merch at a good price at the same time. So check it out, guys. FadeMe.store or GuyBostonSports.com/store. All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, October 6th. We got two MLB postseason games to dive into in today's video like we always do. I'm going to dive into each and every one of these games, so all two of them. I'll give you my prediction on the side. I'll give you my prediction on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props that we like within the game as well. But as always, guys, keep an eye down on the pinned comment of this video. That's where you'll find all of my final plays. So if that does interest you, if you do want to fade me, all of that is going to be absolutely free down in the pinned comment. And yeah, in terms of yesterday, headphone warning, we're turning up the womp womp sound here. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. And yesterday we go 0-3. You can see reverse dustpan there. This playoff run has been up and down, right? Now, I hate to say this, and it sounds like I'm trying to avoid it, but I'm not too salty about this because we had an 11-2 NFL day yesterday. So my Sunday, I had some vibes that were high, right? Good vibes. But we can't brag about an NFL day in an MLB video. We have to own this. We have to acknowledge it. 0-3, losing 0.88 units. Yikes. Let's see if we can do a little bit better today. But guys, I don't know if it's just me, and I know that it's not. Playoff baseball is damn tough. But let's go ahead and dive into game number one here, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're jumping into it. We got the Phillies taking on the Dodgers here. Jesus Luzardo is on the mound for the Phillies going up against Blake Snell. So two lefties on the bump. In terms of game number one, that was a really good game. Dodgers end up winning it 5-3. Teoscar Hernandez with an amazing and clutch home run. Really good playoff game, which we can probably expect with these two squads, right? Today, though, I don't know exactly, what to make of Jesus Luzardo and what he's going to do, because he has some good starts against this Dodgers squad in his career, but his most recent one, and it is only less than a month ago, 7 innings pitched, 4 earned, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 home runs. Very much an up and down game, right? Let's give him credit for the 7 innings, 6 hits through that, but 4 earned came later in the start, 6 strikeouts good, but the 2 home runs not, right? Like a really big mixed bag of what we got from him. Blake Snell, on the other hand, pitched against that this Phillies team in that same exact series and pitched phenomenally. 7 innings, 0 earned, 12 strikeouts, just 2 walks. So I do think that Blake Snell has also been kind of pitching a little bit better than Luzardo. I'm going to give the pitching edge to the Dodgers here for a couple more reasons than just recent history also. Blake Snell, very good fastball, changeup, curveball pitcher, right? I don't necessarily love those pitches against this Phillies team if I'm the Phillies. Fastball, 13th in the league. Yes, still pretty good, but, not exactly the best. The changeup, 15th, so middle of the pack. And then the curveball, 20th. And these are all runs above average ratings over the last 30 days in terms of league ranking. So I do think Blake Snell can pitch fairly well here in this spot. And throw in the fact that Luzardo, on the other hand, does kind of struggle against righties. 1.34 whip, an average against of 251, a walk rate of 8.5. There's a decent amount of righties and some scary righties in this lineup, right? You have Mookie. Teoscar Hernandez is already off to a good start. And then the back half of that order, maybe they're not the best hitters there with Rojas, Baez, Hernandez. Those guys are all righties as well. So I do think that, there's a pitching advantage on the Dodgers side of things. And I believe, I've been saying this all along, I believe this team is getting hot right at the right time, which kind of stinks because they're the big payroll team and everything like that. Like, thank God the Yankees are getting smoked, because it stinks to just have another Dodgers-Yankees World Series, right? So yeah, I'm rambling. Give me the Dodgers in this one. I really do think that this is a spot in which Blake Snell pitches well. So I'm going to lean towards the Dodgers, but also some form of an under, whether we're looking at a first 5 or first 3. I think Luzardo can be good through the first time of this order, so maybe a first 3. I like the idea of his fastball here. I worry about his slider and changeup. Those are his next two pitches. But if the fastball's on today, I could see him pitching fairly well, like he did for the majority of the start last time he went up against them. Now, in terms of player props, nothing major that I'm absolutely liking. I like the idea of Castellanos and Realmuto under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Either one of those have kind of crossed my desk here. But I do think the Dodgers, simply put, taking them on the money line might be my favorite spot here. All right, guys, before we move on to game number 2, I want to talk to you about Sleeper. They have a new promo going on. I think they've seen what some other people in the market are doing, and I'm glad they did, because this is an awesome deal, guys. Upon sign-up, no deposit needed. Upon sign-up for Sleeper, you're going to get a free $20. They also have a ton of discounted props. I haven't even looked at this morning. Let's make sure that they're not making a fool out of me. They never do, but if you head over to the pick section, yeah, they already have a ton of different promo squares live on the app and boosted squares and stuff like that. So go check out Sleeper, guys. That link will be down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Get yourself a free $20. Now, if you do choose a deposit, which I would recommend, you're also going to get your first deposit matched up to $100. So they are saying free money, free money, free money, like Oprah up in this thing. So go check it out, guys. Link, again, will be down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Let's move on to game number 2. Actually, real quick, I meant to say this towards the beginning of the video. We got a bunch of comments yesterday and the day before of being like, oh my God, how could you pick this team? That's a terrible look and all that. I want to make it clear that these are playoff teams and the best that the league has to offer. There's really no such thing as like a bad look when you get to this point in the season. If you've been betting on the MLB or even just watching the MLB long enough, you probably know that, right? If you're the guy at the bar that's overhearing a conversation and it's like, I like the Phillies today, and someone's like, oh, that's a stupid play. The person that's saying it's a stupid play is probably the stupid person, because these are all very, very good teams with very, very good pitching, very, very good offenses. There's a reason they're in the divisional series, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, if that is you, maybe start the, self-audit, because these are obviously going to be tough calls, tough games overall, right? Don't be the dummy that's calling someone else dumb. Let's get to the second game. Little quick rant over there. Next up, we got the Brewers taking on the Cubs. This Brewers team, we've talked about it. Everyone's talked about it, how good they were at one point in the regular season. They did kind of fade off a little bit, but, would they be able to bring that into the playoffs? And I think through one game, they showed that they could, right? 9-3 in game number 1, and that was like never looking back, right? Box to wire. Actually, I guess not technically, because the Cubs did lead off with a home run. So after that, they never looked back. In this spot, we have Quinn Priester on the bump. I believe there is an opener for him, which I find a little interesting. But nonetheless, Quinn Priester probably getting the majority of the innings, going up against Shota Imanaga here. Shota is a really good pitcher. Who's going to deny that, right? Against this Brewers team, though, he's been kind of mediocre. I mean, it looks like he's going to give you 5 innings of 2 to 3 earned baseball. Quinn Priester had some really good numbers against this Brewers squad, and then just kind of I don't know, different times call for different measures for him, because I think this is the best Quinn Priester we've seen, to date, right, ever since they got him. So ultimately, it's going to come down to the offense for me in this spot, and I do think that this is a spot in which both teams can hit the opposing pitcher. I'm going to lean towards the over, but this Brewers squad just seems like they're going to get the timely hits when necessary. Overall, when I'm looking at the pitch mix and everything like that, yeah, I'll let you know right now, and we can even take a peek at the MLB dashboard here. You can see the sinker, the slider, the sinker, the slider, the cutter, like some of these pitches look okay for the Cubs. And then the Brewers, 14th against the fastball, middle of the pack, splitter, just 17th, the slider here, just middle of the pack. So I will say that some of these pitches look like the Brewers could struggle against in a sense, but man, oh man, if we don't think that this team is just making the timely hits and putting in the runs when they need to at this point, what are we watching, right? So I'm almost fading some of the numbers and saying that the Brewers can go out there and score more runs than the Cubs. But what I like most is runs in this game. I still think that the Cubs are a viable offense here in the postseason. Again, they're going to see some pitches that we really like, including, that sinker and cutter combo. And speaking of that sinker, I think you have like 3 of the top 4 guys in the lineup that hit the sinker pretty well, and 4 of the top 5 hit righties really well. So I do think the Cubs could be live in this game, but I just can't deny what the Brewers are doing, right? They just seem to be so fired up and doing everything correctly and everything right. And I would say they have the bullpen advantage here too, just numbers-wise. So To me, it is a spot in which I do like the Brewers, but man, I think the Cubs contribute in this one. Give me the over, especially if you can snag it at a 7.5. In terms of player props, I really do like Christian Yelich today on the Brewers side of things. I like his pitch mix here, going up against Shota Imanaga. In terms of his hits, runs, and RBIs, you can get this for -107 right now, which I really do like. He's averaged 1.7 dating back to last season against this Cubs team. Hits, runs, and RBIs. He has a 300 batting average against Shota Imanaga. 3 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs through 11 plate appearances. The issue is he has struck out nearly 30% of the time, so that worries me. But this is a guy that strikes out less against the fastball and a 394 WOBA against the fastball as well. The slider is also a pitch that I'm not all that concerned with. But again, it's the fastball that I'm really eyeing. I like Yelich in this spot. I like the Brewers. I also like an over. I think that we could see some runs in this one, only if we can get it at 7.5, right? I don't want to play around with that 8 number. I think that this could be a 4-3 game in which 1 run ends up coming in late for either team, and obviously that would push the 8 if it was whoever's winning 4-3. It ends up being 5-3. We'd have to hope it'd be the team that's losing to push it to extras or something like that. But yeah, 7.5 I think is kind of the key number here in this spot. In terms of what we have this game pegged at, it is 4.3 to 3.9. So very, very close to that line. Obviously, that's kind of why we are liking it there. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate all the support on the channel, whether it's the MLB videos, whether it's the NFL videos, whether you guys are supporting by watching the shorts that Quotes creates, whether you're watching Tassos' videos, Trey's videos, my videos, obviously. Like, really, really do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely the best. I don't want to get too sappy here, but man, oh man, we put in so much work. I can personally speak, and I know for the guys as well, we put in so much work here. It ain't all, roses and rainbows and whatnot. We put in a lot of work, but you guys have made it all worth it. So really do appreciate it. Catch you guys in the next one, right? Peace out.
Thank you.